everyone, it's me again. So I wanted to go over how my Hypnobabies class 2 went last week. I just started Hypnobabies class 3 yesterday, and I have to say that my class 2 went really well. The information that I learned on it was very good. I don't want to share too much information because I don't know how much I can and can't share online, since this is something that you have to purchase to get. But what I can say is that the tracks that I listened to, I actually stayed awake through, finally. Some of the tricks that I used to stay awake is I listened on my exercise ball. So I found out that it's totally okay to put your exercise ball maybe somewhere on the carpet where it's softer in case you roll over. Put pillows around yourself, and then have pillows that you're laying on top of and just kind of lean on them. And then sit on the exercise ball. And if you do this, you should be fine while you're in hypnosis and you stay awake. At least it worked for me. I stayed awake. So that helped. And then also another day I did my track, and I did it in the morning. This was on a weekend, so I was able to do it in the morning. And I stayed awake through that one too. The whole thing, even though I was laying on the couch, like super comfortable and everything. So I think my trick is to do these in the mornings. And or on an exercise ball. So I'll be doing that as I continue through my class 3 tracks that I have to do. So this week I need to alternate again between 2 different tracks every other day, and then every day I need to do 1 track, and then also every day I need to listen to another track. So it's gonna keep me pretty busy, I think. But it's okay. I'm glad that I get to spend a lot of time focusing on having a happy and peaceful birthing time, which is what I totally want. And I think that if I get to focus on this every day, even if I don't get to do the tracks every single day, I'm at least listening to one of them every other day or whatnot. And it just keeps my mind focused on it, and it gets me ready emotionally and mentally for a happy birth. And I'm actually really looking forward to it now. So I want to see how this all turns out. So I finished my whole class 3 yesterday in one day, one sitting, which is not usual. Usually it takes me at least 3 days to finish it. I spend about an hour per day, but this time I went through it faster. I think it was because I've already taken a birthing class before at Kaiser. Kaiser's where I'm going to give birth. And they already went through a lot of the things that class 3 went over. Of course, maybe that's why I was able to go through it faster, but it was still very informative. And definitely, if you've never heard about any of these procedures before or anything like that, then you should definitely take your time going through class 3 chapters, every single one, because they're all very good. And yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. So far it seems to be working. When I do some of the tracks and it says that I should be feeling hypnoanesthesia, I have to be honest that I don't fully feel much on my body. I don't know. I guess some women feel like a tingly feeling. Some women might feel like a warm feeling. I don't really feel that much. I know that it's normal not to feel much. Every person reacts differently to these tracks, so I think it should be fine. I've been reading birth stories of different women who have used Hypnobabies to prepare. Some of them felt certain sensations during the hypnoanesthesia. Some of them didn't while they were practicing, but all of them had really good and peaceful births. And that's what matters. So as long as I have that, I'm good, I'm happy, and that's what I want. So I'll keep you guys updated next week on how my class 3 practice goes. I expect to be able to stay awake through my practices. One more thing I want to mention is I did join the Hypnobabies or Hypnomothers group on Facebook, and I was reading through that, and I saw that it is normal to fall asleep through the tracks, and actually it's totally fine and totally common for that to happen, and that doesn't mean that it's not going to work. So I'm happy to hear that, and I still feel like I want to push myself to stay awake during the track, so I'm going to keep on doing the things that I know have been working, which is doing it on the exercise ball or doing it in the morning. But if there are some days when I'm just too busy and I can't do it in the morning, like when during the work week, for example, when I have to rush to work, I'm not going to feel as bad if I do it at night and I end up falling asleep. I think it's okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys the update, and I'll be back next week with more.